Come on up in here, man. Come on up in here. Yeah, out here doing a little bit of walking this morning, man. Yesterday it got a little bit too hot, man. Your boy had to pack it in, man. I almost fell out on live. Stay hydrated, man. It's hot outside. But again, man, we out here, you know, working on the body, man. Working on the body. This is part of working on muscles. Part of working on muscles. Working on muscles. Out here, man, look at what God done left us with today, man. Come on now. Especially if you're in Houston, Texas, man. You see this weather, you got to get outside and get in it. Especially before it get real hot. We've been in the 90s for at least 2 or 3 months, man. Straight 90s. What's going on, my people? Y'all tell me where y'all coming in from. This lesson here is a lesson in respect, but it's also a lesson in life and death. A lot of people lose their life because they don't learn this spiritual lesson. A lot of young men and women have perished because they did not learn this spiritual lesson. And that spiritual lesson in respect is so big, but people understand the heaviness of this spiritual lesson, man, can save lives. And my job is to impart spiritual lessons on people who might not have heard things explained this way. So when I come in, I have to give so many examples. What's going on? I have to put these lessons into you guys, man, so that you don't get caught on the other side of the bad end of this spiritual lesson. But if you learn this spiritual lesson, you can grow to another level. And so I was watching, my wife was watching a video, and a young man got onto the bus for money. And then, he didn't want to pay to get on the bus. And the bus driver said, "Hey, man, well, you got to get off." And he spit in the bus driver's face. This is a young man, and he's into an older man's face. And I said, that young man never learned a lesson in respect. My father was a big teacher in respect. You have to respect others. You have to respect others. A lot of youngsters do not, especially today, where we don't have a lot of people that grew up in the house with proper father treatment, where they get that proper father lesson. So we have a lot of youngsters today that do things that are disrespectful. And they think it's okay. And when you mollywop their asses, then they say, "Man, it ain't that serious." Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Especially if you are a man. This lesson is a life and death lesson. Because while men will let a woman yap, men don't necessarily do that with other men. And so that other man, when I was watching that young man spit in that other man's face, that old man told all of the people on the bus to move to the back. And he beat the dog shit out of that youngster. And I said, that youngster, a valuable lesson, but at least he got to keep his life. What's going on, my good people? What's going on? Where y'all coming in from this morning? But anyways, this lesson in respect is very, very huge. Get out of here. Anyways, back to my lesson in respect. Damn, somebody dropped their damn keys out here. Sir. Anyways, drop their keys back down. Anyways, so I said, damn, I got to get on here and teach this spiritual lesson, man. A lot of people never got it. A lot of people never got it. And it's a lot of young men and it's a lot of women that are going to lose their lives in the future running their mouths being disrespectful. So, mom and dad were really good, respectful people, man. We spoke to others. They taught me how to, yes, ma'am. I'm yes, ma'am, and yes, sir, everybody. Kids, up to adults. That's just the type of respect level that my mom and dad raised me with. When you answer someone, of an older age, you say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Yap and go back and forth with people. That's another, hey, man, I'm sorry, I'm just showing respect to you. Like everybody, just being respectful. But I don't do things out of line. Like when people do things that are totally disrespectful. And you just be like, damn, that's what's up. But for men, let me tell you, before I start with women, let me start with men because first off, I'm a man and I've been living as a man my whole life. The grace that women get, men do not. Like, let's just say most our situations come from the club. Let's just say you in the club and something happens where most men can learn a lesson in respect and go home, or you can learn a lesson in disrespect and possibly not go home. Like, let's just say you in the club and it's a situation that happens. Let's say a man try to talk to your girl or something, and he being disrespectful to your girl. You step in front of the girl and say, hey man, come on now, we got to do that. You say, hey baby, let's go. And that's how you get on by business. But sometimes people are just disrespectful. And sometimes you be disrespectful with another man and he say, well, you know what? Today is the day I can't let you go home. I remember I seen some young dudes, man, they was really going off on this older man in the club. I'm just talking about pushing him, walking by, bumping him. And so the old man leave out. And the old man going to get his gun up out his car. Because you're not fight with these youngsters. These youngsters, man, when you young, you got all the energy, all the testosterone. But when you older, you say, man, I'm for the slap box with these youngsters. That old man went out and got his gun, came back in, and killed them youngsters. I done seen some things in my life where some youngsters could have went home, but they didn't know how to use respect in a situation to get home. These youngsters today, we in the mocking generation where these youngsters, they play pranks and stuff all day. And they don't just do it with their parents, they go outside and do pranks on regular people. Don't know if people done had a bad day or not. They don't respect people's time, they don't respect people's energy, they don't care what type of day you had. They gotta get their pranks off for YouTube. And so let's say you run a prank that is extremely disrespectful because kids today, they don't care. They're just trying to get a joke. A lot of these kids are gonna start dying off of YouTube. All y'all laughing. These kids are gonna start dying because they don't know how to respect people's time and space. I remember I was watching one of the kids, he makes YouTube videos where he's going up an escalator and the people that come down, like he'll put his hand on the side of a woman's face. Say, boy, if motherfucker touch my wife like that, I would flip motherfucking ass to the next level. Don't ever put your goddamn hands on my wife. But we got ignorance today, and these children, they just don't understand these lessons in respect. The older generation, we had to use respect because back then, somebody would whoop your ass for saying the things you say. Somebody would, oh, that's what you talking about? And you look outside and they be outside. But today you can get on the internet with your typing fingers and you can say things to people and you think it's of no account. I'm guaranteeing you in the future, people are gonna show up at your house and say, what was that you was talking about? And a lot of y'all ain't got no hands. I remember my daughter, so this was last year, my daughter, she go to school and she come home and we find out through the school that she been arguing with one of the boys at school. So I don't know what done happened, but she's sitting there going back and forth with this boy, and the boy says, leave me the fuck alone in the class. And instead of her saying, well, let me go back to my seat, well, I don't even know why you mad. That shit right there, young ladies, y'all finna get y'all asses whooped. Whoop, whoop, whooped. I ain't saying it's right. But guess what? When people are at their wits' end, Most of these goddamn kids in these schools, they don't even have no stable places to stay. And my daughter, when she came home, I was so mad. But he said, man, I don't give a fuck what he said. We govern ourselves. We don't worry about everybody else. So if the little boy start whooping your ass, what I gotta go and do? What do I have to do? And so that's what I get on my daughter's ass about. Shut your fucking mouth. Because if that little boy start whooping your ass, you don't even know how to fight. If you can't fight, really, double shut your mouth. Going back and forth with a man. For what? You trying to win an argument and your ass whooped? It's so stupid. But little kids, we're in the clapback era where little girls, they have to clap back because the older ladies act like little girls and they have to clap back. Because the older women don't know shit about no respect. These women from our generation, the crack era, they don't know respect. Moms and dad was on crack in the 90s. They earn no respect. And so when you watch these shows today, and these women are clapping back, throwing drinks, flipping tables, this is not ladylike behavior. This is not ladylike behavior. They giving you the worst of our women. And these women, they have a shell of protection because they have money and a little bit of fame on TV. So they have a little bit of hedge of protection. But you, that's at home that has no hedge. You finna start getting your ass whooped for this clapback foolishness because you didn't learn a lesson in respect. Hey man, my words might be a tad bit harsh, but I done seen too many people die over disrespect. Respect is a lesson. Respect is a spiritual lesson. Women, you have to learn this lesson in respect. My wife, she has a general respect for men. So that's why she don't necessarily, she don't never be getting into it with no man. Never. And if she knew that the situation went a little bit too far with a man, she gonna remove herself because she knows she can't fight that war. Because she knows if she get into a scrap with this man, her chances of winning are 0-0. Then she gonna have to call me. So my wife understands this game. Men, you do not get as much grace as women. But let me take this to another level. Let me go on relationships. When I used to tell young people I wouldn't even date a woman who didn't respect me. She not gonna treat me fair. She wouldn't. A woman that don't respect you, she'll say anything to you. I remember when I was dating, women used to say all types of foolish things to me. And when I say, yeah, I don't want to deal with you no more, they'd be like, what? Why you don't want to deal with me no more? What you mad about that little stuff I said? Yes. And now I don't fuck with you no more. And so instead of beating you up, I'm gonna leave you alone. That's gonna be your lesson in respect. Maybe when you find a man the next time, you'll learn to zip your goddamn mouth on things that you say. Yep. Man, I got so many personal stories of respect, especially in dating, where I had to show a woman by leaving her alone. Because my thing is, if a woman keeps talking to me like that, one day, I don't know, I might just snap. I don't know. Sometimes people can say things to you at the right time and you'll just lose it. So if I'm dating a woman with a loose mouth and she say something to me that I just can't handle, because women know they can say things that men cannot handle. Y'all know that y'all mouth is super amplified. I know I can't date a woman with respect. If a woman don't respect you, she gonna treat you any type of way. She'll cheat on you and be like, you mad I'm cheating on you again? And it's the same for a woman. If a man keep cheating on you, if a man keep disrespecting, that man don't love you. Love you for what? You have to learn these things in respect. You have to learn to give respect in order to get respect. I'm finna get some water, y'all. It's just hot out here today, man. We gotta work. I drank 2 things of water before I got out here, man. I came prepared for the goddamn weather. For the sit down, man, be walking up these hills, man. We got to get our work in. I'm a military man, man. It's a lot of stuff that I don't be sweating that other people do. I worked in the Middle East, in Iraq and Afghanistan for 6.5 years. So this weather here, we got this every day. Whew. Let me tell you another lesson in respect. Respecting others' cultures. Like when I travel as an American, your passport carry a lot of weight. When you go to other countries, people know that you're an American and you have a certain power in your passport as an American. But boy, you go overseas and it's always a big motherfucker getting carried out of the club talking about, I'm an American. Well, you are an American, but over here, they don't give a damn if you're an American. They care to respect their culture, their customs, and their, you got to respect other people in their own countries. When I go to other people's countries, I'm the most humble because I don't know what make people tick. In other countries, man, people don't be having money like America. Like if you got $5,000, you're richer than a lot of people in the world. And some people go to these other countries. When I go to other countries, I don't be dressing up in Gucci and all that foolishness. Old shoes. You wearing, dressed down because I'm just respecting the culture. I'm not shining on y'all. I want to blend right in. But that's respecting others' cultures. When you others' culture, you say, okay, what are the customs and traditions here? You have to look into this stuff when you go into other countries. It's all about being a responsible traveler. And some people go to these other countries being disrespectful, being disrespectful to their cultures, traditions, and especially religions. Like, I would never go to another country, man, and disrespect others' religions. Going to Dubai and being disrespectful towards Islam. Why would I do such a thing? But others do that. Like, they'll go to, like, my Jesus and man, I don't go over there to other people's countries like that. I don't immerse myself. What's going on, bro? I don't try to immerse myself into getting others to change in their country. It's just a lesson of respect. But a lot of people don't learn these lessons. But anyways, just giving people lessons on respect, man, because a lot of people, I'm telling you in the future, are gonna die because they did not learn on respect. A lot of people gonna get their ass whooped in the future because they did not learn a lesson in respect. You have to respect other people's culture. You have to respect your elder, respect your relationships. I give y'all so many little examples, little bitty nuggets, man. But a lot of people don't learn these things. Just like that young man that spit in the other man's face today and got his ass whooped. I said, well, shit, at least he got his ass whooped and he got to go home. Sometimes the lesson is getting your ass whooped. The next time the lesson is you getting your head blown off because you didn't learn the lesson from getting your ass whooped. Some people didn't get their ass whooped as a kid, and when they grew up, they didn't learn nothing in respect. And another human being had to teach you the lesson that your mama and them didn't teach you. And sometimes that lesson get learned the easy way or the hard way. Sometimes OGs just come step to you and say, hey, man, we don't have this like that around here. You need to take that foolishness down the street. That's just sometimes you get saved by an elder. They'll just come put some wisdom on you real quick. But just come over there and spank that ass. And that's your lesson. So what I'm trying to tell you, youngsters out there, and even some of you older people that didn't learn respect, we're going into a time where people are going to be on edge. A lot of people not going to have money, and they're going to be on edge. And people are going to lose their lives because right now, you didn't learn that lesson in respect. So peace out, good people. Y'all have a good one.